What is up, everyone? My name is Sales, and today I am going to be playing every single Call of Duty ever released on Xbox 360. And today's video, I am basically doing this just to kind of show how many of these older Call of Duties are still alive and kicking. Now, you may notice we are starting on Call of Duty 4. Now, I can tell you that Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3 are essentially dead. However, Call of Duty 2, you can still find some lobbies on the weekend, but Call of Duty 3 is still active, but it's a very small community. So we're going to be trying to see if we can get into more than maybe 1 or 2 sessions, maybe play some different game modes. So let's see what we can do with Call of Duty 4, a classic staple that's pretty much defined the first-person shooter. Right, so it's saying there's 1,500 players playing right now. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but we will see. All right, so we're trying to get into a team deathmatch lobby right now, and we are struggling. All right, so great start to Call of Duty 4, my Xbox Pros, while trying to find a game. I think I pressed too many buttons. I know that used to be a common issue with it a couple of years ago, so yeah, gonna try to restart and try again. Right, so we finally got into a game, and as you can see, there are still people that are trying to play this game, like fresh accounts still to this day. There's a level 5 and a level 1 in here, so that's pretty crazy. Oh, we got another level 1 too, okay. Alright, so when I used to play this game, I was a heavy sniper, so I just feel it's right to use it again. Use the classic M40 with the ACOG sight, can't go wrong. One already left the game. Oh, Claymore. Or we got Schmidt the fish on our team, so we're gonna win. He's still up here? Oh my gosh, he is. There we go. Got him out of there. I'm getting my butt kicked. My teammate back here, he knows how to play. He's he's sitting there with, what has he got, an M16? Oh shoot, I'm getting shot at. My level 1 dude, he's quite afraid now. He's now in a corner. He's very scared. He is watching that entrance. Got him. Schmidt the fish hasn't even spawned in, so I can't even get him for help. Oh, that would have been cool. All right, so game 1 was literally a 3v3 the entire time and went 21-15 after starting like 0-5, so not terrible. Gonna try, oh, okay, that is not a good sign. I was just gonna say, we're gonna try some free-for-all, see if we can get a free-for-all game, but doesn't even say searching for a lobby, it just puts me straight into myself. And same with ground war, it looks like. See if I can. I'm just gonna wait, see if some people try to connect to a free-for-all game. Alright, so waiting for about 5 minutes, could not find a lobby. We're gonna try to see if we could get into a quick TDM lobby, see if we can get some different players. Alright, well, Call of Duty 4 was an experience, to say the least. So we are moving on to World at War, which is still to this date probably my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I have a lot of time played on this game, even though it says on this account I only have 20 days. I probably have over 100 across all of the accounts I played on. And yeah, we're just gonna jump right into, ooh, okay. Well, this game is probably accurate. It says there are 37 players playing, and they are all in team deathmatch. So we are gonna try to see if we can get into a team deathmatch lobby. When I used to play this game, there was always at least a couple war lobbies, and this was like maybe 5-6 years ago still. You could still get into a war lobby or two. But all right, so we got right away into a team deathmatch full lobby. That's nice to see. We got a team deathmatch on Castle. Oh, wow, look at this. Welcome to the Fantasy Dream montage. Now watch this. So as you guys may or may not know, I was a heavy Call of Duty sniper back in the day. And so it's just kind of nostalgic just seeing what I was trying to do in just even my creative class customization little screen. All right, so we already showed off some sniper gameplay. We are not going to use a sniper on this one. In fact, we're going to probably use a classic gun, the Thompson, with the round drum. What? Man was on fire, right into the fire, and just lived from it. That is wild. All right, we're gonna try one more game to see if we can have a better game. We're gonna be using the PPSH this time. So yeah, in World at War, they brought back the ability to use vehicles again, like tanks, where they did take that away in Call of Duty 4, but it was a staple in Call of Duty 3. Alright, I'm tired of getting killed by tanks, so I am going to use one my own. Oh, look at this guy he got on top of the turret. Let's go. Gonna really mess up real moves now. Alright, did not do much better. It feels like you're just playing with the same people, so I'm gonna give World at War a... You can play it. It's playable, but expect only maybe one lobby or two, and if you're playing with a group of people that you don't like playing with, you're gonna have to just get used to them. Alright, on to Modern Warfare 2. Now, I'm pretty sure that I actually was leveled up in this game, so I don't know. There's a lot of modders in this game where they, like, level you and stuff, so maybe that happened before I was done playing this game. I don't know. Modded lobby right off the bat. Not sure how I feel about it, but we'll give it a go. We're gonna use... Okay. Alright, well, this looks interesting. Maybe this can actually be a modded lobby where I can get leveled up right away. That would be actually really cool. So I am gonna try to play this for a second just to see. No, it seems like regular XP just with bots. They somehow made bots in it, which is wild. Oh man, the intervention. What a weapon. Probably the best sniper in any Call of Duty, honestly. It is a masterpiece of a weapon. It feels so good. Alright, well, that was interesting to say the least. Oh, and we don't even have to wait. We're just immediately into another game on free-for-all terminal with 18 plus players. So see how this goes. We'll try it again. It wasn't too bad. Now, actually, this is a full-on lobby. No, this looks like a legitimate full-on free-for-all lobby. So this is sweet. Whoa, unlock all complete. Oh. Oh my goodness, look at that! They actually did. Dude, that's legit. Let's go. They actually unlocked me everything in the game. All right. Well, this might actually be fun now. Play it with the intervention. It is the absolute staple. And my goodness, when they said unlock all, they really meant unlock all. They have all the emblems. Everything is unlocked. That's really cool, honestly. Shoutouts to that guy, whoever did boost me up. I'm gonna actually have my wife pick my emblem and title for me to play on, so I'll see what her creativity comes up with. Alright, this is the setup that my wife has gave me, STD with the raging longhorn, so yeah, we're gonna go with that. This is exactly how I remember Modern Warfare 2. What the heck? This is literally Modern Warfare 2. Feels really good. Oh my gosh. Riot Shield, man. Oh, that would have been a dirty turn on if I would have got that shot. Alright, another free-for-all game. We do have 10 players in this. Obviously, it is modded, but at this point, I don't really care. It feels exactly like how I used to play free-for-all, so I'm pretty happy with it. Ah, dude is noob tubing hardcore up there. Oh, painkiller. That is something I don't miss at all. That was a one and done. Came into this game and never returned, thank God. We're gonna try 2 other game modes. So we're gonna try some team deathmatch to get into a team deathmatch game on Invasion. A really solid map on pretty much any game mode. Team deathmatch, search and destroy, free-for-all, domination. It's a great map. Wow, look at this. This is a setup where you will only find that on Modern Warfare 2. Using the ride shield with explosive damage for some cheeky C4 kills. I like it. Respect to him. Alright, well, I was doing terrible on that, so I'm going to see if I can get into another one really quick. Alright, here we go. We're playing a classic staple, doing some Rust on Team Deathmatch. Alright, that was a pretty fun game of Team Deathmatch on Rust. I cannot lie. That was very nostalgic, very fun. A lot of people using different setups, even though there was someone using a noob tube. I cannot complain. That was a really good time. Alright, got into a search and destroy game right away, and of course we are playing it on Vivella. What a staple for search and destroy on MW2. We're gonna try to do some trick shotting, see if we can get anything. That would be insane for the video, but oh, nice. Got destroyed by a claymore. Ooh. Watching this guy trick shot, he might actually hit something. Oh, there he goes. They're both trick shotting. Oh, he did a 360 no scope jump off. Wow. Oh man. That was cool. Yeah, so it seems pretty alive. If you're interested in trick shotting on Modern Warfare 2, it seems like there's still a little active community of people doing it. Everything on Modern Warfare 2 that you probably want to do, you know, doing search and destroy, maybe ground war is even available, but I'm not going to try that today. Free-for-all and team deathmatch are all playable, so this game is alive and kicking. All right, so we are moving on to Black Ops 1. Now, spoiler alert, I have been playing Black Ops 1 quite a bit recently, and I can tell you that the game is alive, but I do want to just kind of show you how active it is still and what type of lobbies you're kind of looking at when you do play Black Ops 1. So currently we have 181 players playing. We have Team Deathmatch and Search and Destroy are pretty much the only 2 active lobbies right now. However, on the weekend you can get Free-for-all, Ground War, and maybe even Headquarters sometimes, but usually Search and Destroy, Ground War, Domination, Free-for-all, and Team Deathmatch is kind of what you're looking at. Another tip, if you're really trying to get as many active lobbies as possible on Black Ops 1, if you do have the DLC, make sure you do disable that or delete it, as you will find way less lobbies with the DLC. And taking a break from sniping, we are using probably one of my top 3 all-time favorite weapons in the Call of Duty franchise, the Galil with a silencer. And right away, starting off strong, 5-0, 6-0, keep going. Like I said, I have been playing this game quite a bit recently. Wow. We are starting off incredibly strong. Ah, 10-1. Darn. Wow, that was a big spray and pray, but got the kill. That's all that matters. Poor dude knew it was coming, and he still couldn't do anything about it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm playing like a rat. All right, and just like that, went 30-7. First game on Black Ops 1. Let's go. That was actually probably one of my best, if not my best game yet, being back playing Call of Duty, so pretty sweet. Galil is still overpowered. All right, we're gonna switch it up. We're playing on Summit. We're gonna try using the Spaz 12 with the silencer as well, of course. There's always two ways of playing with the Spaz as well. Some people play it, like myself, with the sleight of hand, and some people rely more on that steady aim to get that perfect shot. And that usually, you know, if you have to spray a lot of bullets, you sometimes... Oh! And my game is connection interrupted. But sometimes the steady aim, I feel okay, we're still playing. Oh, no, we're not. Oh. Are we playing? I don't know. Anyway, the problem with the steady aim is that if you have to use all 8 of your bullets to reload, then you're kind of in a pickle of having to wait a period of time to actually be able to shoot people again. I like the ability to just shoot, reload, shoot, continue moving on. Oh, shoot. Was 1 kill away from another Blackbird, and connection interrupted again. Weird. People obviously were rage quitting on that game. I don't blame them. Lucas and I were demolishing people. That's my first hacker I've ran into today. That's just lovely. And that is when we leave. Alright, even though I went 25-15, we unfortunately did lose that last game. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, that is pretty much Black Ops 1. I would say if you are just trying to play some casual games, it is definitely very, very playable. If you're looking for a specific game mode, you're probably out of luck unless if you're playing on a weekend. So yeah, very playable game. All right, probably this is where the start of Call of Duty started to get debatable. A lot of people went separate ways after Modern Warfare 3. However, they did return to a sequel coming up in the future. But Modern Warfare 3 was that first game that really did, I feel, divide a lot of the community with, you know, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1. There were so many good games still, and people decided to start playing whatever they liked instead of just playing the newest Call of Duty. But to this day, I very much have very fond memories of this game. It was the first game that really introduced me to the YouTube side of Call of Duty, and that's when I started getting into sniping, trick shotting, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, as you can tell, I am 10th Prestige. Played 23 days of Modern Warfare 3, so we are... Oh, gotta download the free map pack. Probably Terminal, I'm gonna assume it is. So yeah, we're gonna try to play... Yeah, so Terminal and Erosion and Aground. Okay, so we'll download those, and we'll try to look... While we're actually waiting for that, we have 87 players in Team Deathmatch. Looking at any other game mode... doesn't look like anything in the regular community playlist. What do we got? Infected, that's right. So we're gonna have to play a game of Infected because that is a staple of Modern Warfare 3. A lot of people like Infected, so we're gonna have to play that as well once this is done downloading. All right, after like 10 minutes of waiting to get into a game, I finally just got into one. So not a good start for Modern Warfare 3, but we'll see how the lobby is. Right, so as you can tell, there are some very experienced players here, and pretty much everyone is max prestige besides maybe 1 or 2. And honestly, I do have fond memories of Modern Warfare 3, but to replay it now, it just feels like a crappier version of Modern Warfare 2. I don't like it. It just doesn't feel that great to me. It just feels very loose. It just feels loose, but also in a way like papery, if that makes sense. Like everything just feels like weak. Like you're running and your leg could break on your character, or your gun just feels more papery instead of bulky. And some people are like, well, wouldn't you want your stuff to feel like light and loose? To an extent, but I just feel like it's toy almost. That's a better word. Instead of paper, it's very toy-like. And let me also just say that this game, you die so quick. Like 2 bullets and you're immediately dying. All right, so we got a whopping match between Carbon and Interchange. Both, again, I'm not a big fan of either of these maps, but I feel if I get Carbon, I feel I can at least use the model 1887 and try to do some fun stuff with that. We'll see what happens. Time to get some shotgun kills. Oh, that was my fault. I definitely could have killed him, but I just didn't. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't even get a chance, like, to respond to the guy shooting at me. Like, he just killed me in 2 bullets. Now, again, this could very much just be a me thing. I could be the problem with this game. Wow, 0-4, yeah. And you don't like this game, not because you don't like it, it's because you're bad at it. And that could be true. I used to be pretty good at it, but that was many moons ago. Oh, well, flashbangs are still overpowered in this game, too. My goodness. Yeah, I'm 2-10 right now. I will very much say I am not having a great time on this game. A lot of people did enjoy sniping on this game, but not many people really got into trick shotting. And that's what really divided the community up, for at least the sniping community, where it divided a lot of trick shotters to stay on Modern Warfare 2, because they were really hoping that this game was gonna be the game to bring back trick shotting. But the problem with that was there has never, in my opinion, there's never been a game that felt like Modern Warfare 2 with like just clicking your weapon and double tapping Y. Like, that's just not a thing anymore. There's a delay on everything. So for example, if I do that, I tried to shoot and I couldn't. I have to wait like a second or 2 after, and that ruined trick shotting. So essentially you could not do any double Y tapping. You had to just do a Y swap, and it just is not the same. I am 4-16. I'm gonna try hopefully Infected after this and see if we can have a little bit of fun. All right, so we got 25 now in Infected. Hopefully we can get into one of those. It seems like probably 2 lobbies that would be. Says there's 2 games, so hopefully we can get into one of them. Awesome, we did. Yay. In Resistance, which I do remember Infected being really, really fun on Resistance. Oh, someone got a nuke? Wow, that guy just ignored me. Like, I wasn't good enough for him. That makes me kind of sad. Oh no, I got converted right away. Yeah. Here we go, here we go. Oh, got him. Yes. Yes. Oh, that was the last guy. Cool. So someone already got infected. Oh no. The murders begin. Quick draw, yeah. Oh, here they come. People are gonna start coming. Oh man, look at all the people. Oh no, he got me! Dang it. Oh, and that was it. So yeah, if you're a big fan of Infected, this might still be worth picking up. It's fun for a couple games. I would say this is more of a game mode for me and friends personally, but if you really, really like the concept of playing Infected, yeah, it seems like a still pretty good time. So is it playable? Yes, to an extent, but I would say it's on life support. All right, we are back and we are on Black Ops 2. This is probably the golden age of Call of Duty for most players. A lot of people started playing Call of Duty during this time frame. A lot of, you know, huge montages were coming out. A lot of big teams were starting to really come up. You obviously had like MLG, but they kind of took Call of Duty to the next level with competitiveness as well, I feel, during this time frame. And yeah, it's just a very nostalgic time for a lot of players. And looking at what is available, there's a total of 118 players totally playing the game right now, and all 94 are playing Team Deathmatch. So that is quite surprising. Thought for sure maybe we would find a search and destroy and maybe a free-for-all lobby, but right now, no, it just looks like it is Team Deathmatch. So we're going to try to see if we could get into a lobby where it's playable. And let's take a look. So I was a heavy sniper, as you can tell, during this era as well. Have all but one sniping class, but we're going to try... Oh, that guy on my team, 35-3. That's a little suspicious. Yeah, I remember this Call of Duty really being basically solidified people into playing this COD alone. Back in the day, like FaZe and other clans played multi-COD, which basically everyone played anything they wanted to, and you know, there were players of every single Call of Duty. Well, when Black Ops 2 came out, most clans and other, you know, organizations, I guess you can say, said Black Ops 2 or nothing. So they strictly made Black Ops 2 content and focused very, very heavy on providing Black Ops 2 because they felt that's all teams wanted to see. So you could say it was a positive for some teams that still, you know, contained to be multi-COD, but also a bummer for a lot of people because these bigger clans focus so heavily on this game. Now, don't get me wrong, Black Ops 2 was very, very awesome, but there was a point where Black Ops 2 became very stale in itself. And yeah, I mean, okay, connection interruptions immediately. I went 1 and 2 that game. I'm assuming the host just quit. Ooh, both of those maps would have been amazing if I got into a lobby. We are struggling to get into one of these lobbies, though. It says there's 10. All right. Well, eventually we'll join one, right? This is very bizarre that out of all games, I can't get into a single lobby. Like, that is really, really surprising for how popular this game is. I'm just wondering if maybe the player thing is off and maybe there are other players on different game modes. So I'm trying free-for-all right now to see if I can join a match. I got in a match by myself. We'll see if anyone joins in a few seconds. All right, so that free-for-all did not work. We are trying again, a team deathmatch lobby. And oh my goodness, we're just struggling, guys. I don't know what to say. We're struggling to get into a lobby on Black Ops 2, probably the most popular Call of Duty ever. All right, so we actually got in a game. I am not going to take this for granted, and I am going to flex off my DSR with the Ghost Camo, which was exclusive for a very short time for a pre-order bonus for Call of Duty Ghosts, which is pretty awesome that I actually have it. It is pretty rare. I remember when the DSR was ridiculous. Like, the DSR used to actually be a lot quicker than what it is now. But they actually nerfed it because they felt that it was too quick and too powerful for what it was. So they nerfed it from going from a weapon that you could easily get a 5 on all singles almost, to now you're barely getting a quad feed on screen if you hit all 4 shots perfectly. But yeah, this game feels pretty good. I mean, it is Black Ops 2. I mean, it's a very solid game. Everything felt super, in my opinion, super balanced. Nothing felt super ridiculous. Every gun was kind of usable. Yeah, just an overall very solid Call of Duty. Nowadays, in my opinion, this game actually kind of looks like... Oh, wow, that game ended so quick. Our team was pretty dominant compared to the opposing team. So yeah, we destroyed them. It looks like we're just gonna get another game of Nuketown since that was game 1. Oh yeah, C4s. C4s were broken in this game. Holy smokes, I totally forgot how good C4s were in this game. This was the first trick-shotting game that was well respected since Modern Warfare 2, so this brought back a huge community in Call of Duty as well with the trick shotting scene. Yeah, our friend is 12 or 20 and 0. It doesn't seem right. There's something fishy going on. Dang. All right, 15 and 11. I mean, the game's alive. This is unfortunate to say. I thought this game was for sure going to be playable. So to say that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is alive, this makes me feel kind of bad. But who knows? Maybe on the weekends you get some free-for-all, you get some search lobbies, and maybe some Dom. But as of now, team deathmatch on a weekday, around noon American time, it's just alive. Sad to say, but on to the next one, which is going to be a very controversial game for the entire Call of Duty franchise. All right, moving on to Call of Duty Ghosts, a game that truly defined Call of Duty for better or for worse. Most people would probably say for worse. This is the game where people started just absolutely getting fed up with copy paste Call of Duty. They also thought that this is a game that was a little experimental, changing the HUD, changing things that didn't really need to be changed. I'm going to be honest, this is a game that I really didn't play too much besides sniping in. So I'm going to be trying to set up a gun that I do remember being pretty good, the Honey Badger. So I'm going to try using the Honey Badger. I am not really even going to bother with my perks or strike package. I just want to see if I can find a game. So here we go. We're looking at WoW. Guys, if this doesn't say everything you need to know about this game, there's a whopping 35 players, unfortunately, on Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox 360. Wow. Strike Zone is, I thought, like the most popular map, but here we are getting voted against Strike Zone. And yeah, these players look pretty intimidating. They have some pretty high skills and they're all on one team, so yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get my butt kicked here. Well, not only was this game controversial for its multiplayer, and as you can see from the past Call of Duties we already played, you can see that the HUD and it just looks a little different. Getting back to, not only was the multiplayer controversial, but this is the first game where you had to download on a separate disc the campaign, and it wasn't just the main front. The only way you were able to play the campaign was if you actually downloaded the full thing, which right there alone started triggering people to not even want to play the campaign because it was annoying. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say they even made comments saying they think that campaign for Call of Duty is unnecessary. And if you go off of what was in the future, you do know that Call of Duty stopped making campaigns for quite a while because they thought only people cared about multiplayer. Now, I personally have some pretty fond memories of Call of Duty Ghosts. I did enjoy it. I was a person at first thinking that the game was bad, but the more I played it, the more I realized that it was a pretty solid game. It started feeling a lot more stiff. Instead of just dying in like 1 or 2 bullets, you can actually get shot a few times. This is the one Call of Duty ever that I was actually watching esports. Ironically, like I never watched like esports for Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2. Actually, I lied. I think I did watch like the World Championship for Black Ops 2, but this is the first game where I started watching and not necessarily getting into esports myself, but just watching it and kind of being entertained by how many good players and what type of playstyles and what guns were good. And another thing that this game added was, oh my god, what is this man doing? Oh, another thing that this game added was you could actually lean around corners and kind of peek, and that was a first for the franchise ever. Okay, not gonna lie, I am having a genuine good time right now on this game too. The Honey Badger feels very smooth. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just died from a building collapsing on me. So this is also, I believe, the first Call of Duty 2 to ever have like collapsible or like environmental destruction, which is really cool because that becomes like a staple in basically any like first-person shooter-ish game after this era. And that's where this game, I'm trying to think what this was actually it was wanting to compete a little bit more with Battlefield, even though Call of Duty was on top. Again, it was just very experimental. They were trying different things, and certain things really did stick. And then certain things, obviously, like the HUD and the kill feed being on the top right, that drives a lot of people crazy. But they were trying to make it more of like a clean, competitive look. Make it look very nice and polished for a competitive scene. I got a night owl. I don't even know. I think that follows me. Yeah, it does. Yep. So it follows me around and kind of identifies where people are, which is sweet. I'm doing all right, too. What am I going? 11-6? Heck yeah. Much, much better than what I was doing on Modern Warfare 3. That's for sure. This is also the first Call of Duty where I started to play on the Xbox One. I thought, you know, it's better to play on the new console, so I switched to the Xbox One, and honestly, playing it on the 360, it just feels like it was made for the Xbox 360, in my opinion. Playing hardcore on this game. Now, I know I just went on a rant about dying in 2 bullets on Modern Warfare 3, there was a time where there was a bunch of YouTubers and like snipers that started getting experimental as well, and some of them started getting into hardcore, like instead of using a sniper, they would use like these pistols and stuff, and the pistols would be able to shoot and kill, you know, people in 1 bullet, and that was their content. They were just a knifer and, you know, a pistol shooter. And it was cool. I thought it was cool. A lot of people, again, very controversial, saying, oh, you know, those kind of things were toxic and ruining the game. But if you look at it in quote, today's standard of like YouTube content and, you know, just content making, it was a very smart move to try to diverse themselves from just being, you know, Call of Duty sniper. It was unique. I thought it was. Wow, that guy just got destroyed. Okay, here we go. So we got the big boy shotgun. We're gonna try our best to maybe even, in quote, hit a clip. We'll see, we'll see. I'm just hoping that people don't just camp in a corner on this map, because this map is great if people are running around. And I might have already jinxed it, because I think people are just setting up and camping in corners. What is that? Yikes, people are freaking sitting in the wall space and just camping the wall. That is awful. Look at this. He is in the back of his own spawn, just camping. Like, that is the type of players that we have on Call of Duty Ghosts. And alright. Okay, well that's game 2, and unfortunately got our butts kicked on that one. I put up 28 deaths for our team, which isn't great, but yeah, no one else even got more than 10 kills, so that also doesn't help. But is what it is. Is this game playable? Yes, but I would also say this game is probably on life support. Might do a follow-up video and see how these games are on the weekend, and let you guys know if, you know, you have more options to play on the weekend. But as of now, it looks like Team Deathmatch might be the only thing available, which, yeah, right now it is. It's Team Deathmatch, and someone's trying to play Search, and that is it. So, yeah, Ghost is available if you want to just play it, feel how the game used to play, and that's basically all you can do on it right now. Alright, so if Call of Duty Ghosts did not divide the community and make it controversial, this is the game that set fans of the franchise over the bar. This was the first Call of Duty ever to have jetpacks, and basically treated it almost like Halo in a way. I never played this game on Xbox 360, I always played it on next gen, and yeah, I cannot tell if it's just currently me right now, or if there really is no lobbies. But here we are, oh, I think my game froze. That's not a good start. Oh my gosh, communication with the Xbox servers has been interrupted. Okay, this might be our first dead game. We'll find out, It's just saying, finding best experience, no games found. So that is concerning. But yeah, never played this on the 360. I can already tell that the graphics are pretty brutal to even look at. Like, you can tell that they really kind of just threw this together and was like, yup, this is the game. What can I say about Advanced Warfare? It was a game that was very experimental. People were crying and crying for a better experience, a new experience. I said better because I saw the word best up in my corner, but a new experience instead of copy and paste Call of Duty. They went to the extreme and said, all right, we're going to add jetpacks. We're going to do all of these things differently that Call of Duty fans loved. So a big thing I remember back in the day was people really wanted an old school Call of Duty where it was taking place in like World War II or, you know, back in the past, because everything was modern or advanced or future. And then they just took it that step further into even more future. All right, so been about 5 to 10 minutes and I have still not been able to even say a game has been found. It has just been searching for a game saying optimizing settings, and yeah, no games have been found. So this is the first official COD on this list that I can confidently say that is dead on the Xbox 360. But we cannot forget the final game that ever was created for Call of Duty on the Xbox 360. Alright guys, we are finally on to the last Call of Duty ever released for the Xbox 360. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And as you can tell, I have never played Black Ops 3 on the Xbox 360. I've heard some horror stories, but we are going to give it a go. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see if we can get a lobby in 2025, even, you know, a 3v3 team deathmatch. And as you can tell, the game is just struggling. Just absolutely struggling to get into the multiplayer settings, which is to be expected. This game was not made for Xbox 360. This game was very much intent. The intent was for you to be playing on, what the heck is that? Oh, it's just telling me all about the classes and stuff. Oh, I gotta pick a class. Okay, I guess I'll go this guy. Unlock and equip, sure. Oh yeah, that's right. They had this system where, what was it? Like Overwatch. Overwatch was a game where you had like these upgrades where like after a certain amount of time you would just get this like mega weapon kind of thing. And this is the Black Ops 3 trying to basically incorporate that. And I'm pretty sure my game is froze because, again, Xbox 360 on these newer Call of Duties, they just were not meant to work. It just, they did everything possible to encourage you to upgrade to the new Xbox One. So yeah, this is already a horrible start to this game, but I don't know, maybe I have to just reset my Xbox. We'll see. Okay, so apparently I have looked into the issue, and apparently both on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, it is a known issue when you use an unlock token, aka, you know, just trying to play the game. It just crashes. It freezes your game, and it's just a common, you know, thing that just happens to Call of Duty Black Ops 3, unfortunately, now. So this game is absolutely the most unplayable Call of Duty on the Xbox 360. Alright guys, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As a little treat, I am playing Call of Duty 3 to show you that you can still play the game. You are only ever going to really be in like 1 or 2 lobbies, and what I recommend when you're playing Call of Duty 3 is to make sure you search for a custom match. Do not try to find a ranked match. You won't find that really unless there's like a core group of players that are playing it currently. But you can still play Call of Duty 3, so yeah, even it's ironic that, you know, Call of Duty 3 is technically still playable, but games like Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops 3 are probably not really playable in today's age on the Xbox 360, but this game has a high cult following. There's a Discord channel on this game as well. And it's a Call of Duty that's really unique. There's not another Call of Duty like this one. So if you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more nostalgic videos on the 360, Wii, and possibly even the PS3 and DS, all of that good era stuff, please be sure to subscribe and then comment other type of videos, what you would like to see. What are your memories on Xbox 360 or just, you know, old CODs in general? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching.